Julle weet mos as twee sides van elke story. So, julle het gehoor van hy Bolt driver dat hy vroumense gestiek het met die mes. Die is sy side van die story. Laat vir my weet in die comment section wat julle dink. Is dit meer believable? En stay tuned vir meer op die story.
For you to open a case. If you feel that your reputation has been tarnished, then by all means you can go ahead and open the case. What we have to do on our side is to comply with the law. Should they request any information or require any additional information, we can comply and provide them with that required information, but we cannot make the call to say, yes, go and open a case of defamation, or no, do not open a case of defamation, because, as I said, we are the middleman in this particular incident. I also just wanted to, if you don't mind, can you please just run me through the incident just one more time?
Okay. Okay. I did pick up these kids from Monte Vista, and they were going to Danone taxi rank.
So, where they were going, the taxi rank, is it still operational at that time of the night?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So, so what they did is they say to me, they on our way whilst we are driving. I was already on the trip, and they start opening the They had alcohol in the car, and they start opening alcohol to drink the alcohol. Then I told them, don't drink inside the car, please. Don't drink alcohol in my car. It's not allowed. Then they say, no, we requested board. We can do whatever we want because we requested you. What are you going to do to us? We're going to drink alcohol in here. So I didn't go on about it. Then I just ignored it. I explained to them to say, look, guys, if you spill alcohol in here and the next rider comes into the car, if it's smelling alcohol, the rider will think that I was drinking alcohol and they will report to me. Then they say, no, they're not going to spill any alcohol in here and stuff like that. Then I say, okay. Then I didn't go on about it. Then I just keep quiet. Then they say, okay, look, they start asking each other in the car, is there anyone who's got money? Then everyone are saying they don't have money, they don't have money. Then I did have the LGBTQ that was sitting in front. And at the back it was 5 girls. So then the LGBTQ asked me and say, look, can we pass by the garage so that we can draw your money? Then for me I say, okay.
Sorry. Can I just ask you a question? What do you mean by LGBTQ?
It's a morphe.
Okay, is it a female or a male?
It is that is pretending to be a female.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Can you carry on?
So then when we get by the garage, then I stop by the garage. If you look even also on the Bolt app, I think it shows you the map. How did I drive? Then I stop by the garage. Then they start asking each other, hey, who's got the card to withdraw the money and stuff like that. Then they ask, is there any Capitec here? Then the other one says, is there any Capitec here? Then I can do a cash send to myself. Then I withdraw the money. Then they ask me, then they say, driver, do you which bank do you use? Then I say, I use Capitec. Then they say, we cannot transfer the money because we also use Capitec. So it's going to be immediately.
Okay.
Then I say, it's not a problem. Then they ask me for my details for the, for the my account. I give them my details whilst we are driving, going to Danone. We get to Danone to the taxi rank. Then I end the trip. When I end the trip on my side was showing 111. On their side was showing 92 rand. So I think it's because of the waiting time, because I did waited for them for long, I think maybe I did waited for them for more than 15 minutes. I don't know. I can't remember how much time, but I waited long for them. That's what I know. Then they say no, but the trip it says 92 rand on my phone. Then I say no, look, I did wait it for you guys, and you had 5 minutes to come out, to come to the car, and you didn't come with 5 minutes. Your time exceeded for the waiting time. So waiting time, it charges you. Then they say okay. Then they say okay, no, okay, we're gonna transfer you the money. Then they start saying, no, we don't have network. The app is acting. The Capitec app is acting. All of them in the car. That's what they were saying. Then I say, look, I've got Wi-Fi myself. So can I connect you to Wi-Fi? Then you can pay me. Then I connected them to my Wi-Fi. I connected one phone to my Wi-Fi. Then when I connected my phone to my Wi-Fi to them, then they still tell me that they can't be able to pay me because the app is acting. So we need to look for another garage. Then I drive off from Danone Taxi. Then I say, okay, there's another garage that is close by. It's about like 1.2, 1.5 kilometers from there. Then I say, okay, let's go to that garage. Then I drive to that garage. When we get to that garage, it was closed. It was closed. It was totally shut down. They are busy renovating. Then I say, look, guys, the other garage that I know of, it's in Blowback Road. That's the engine. That's the closest one. Then they say, okay, let's go there. Then we went there. Then we get there. Then they withdraw their money. They say one of the girls had a card or something like that. Then they withdraw the money. When they withdraw the money, then she comes into the car. Then I told them, okay, guys, you must pay me. Then you must jump out of my car. Then you look for another car to go back to Danone, because I'm not gonna go back to Danone. Your trip is finished already. Then they say no, because the trip was 92 rand, we're gonna give you 150 rand. Then I say no, I don't need your money. I don't want your money. That money you can use it to request. Then they say no, we're not gonna get out of the car. I didn't fight with them. I didn't do anything. Then I drive to the police station. I didn't even talk much with them. Then I drive to the police station. When I get to the police station, then I get a police officer by Tableview.
Yeah.
Then I get a police officer that was outside. Then the police officer come and listen to the story. Then I explain everything to him. Then he said no. Then he asked those girls to say, okay, guys, okay, if the guy says you must come out of his car, come out of his car. Then I will take you with the what do you call it, with the police car to Danone, and drop you off wherever you're going. Then they say no, the riders, they say no, we're not gonna get out of this car. Whether the driver he likes it or not, he's gonna take us to Danone, and we're not gonna get out of this car. Then I say, guys, I need to.
Sorry, can I please stop you? So, was the police station close to that particular ATM?
Yes.
Okay, so the police station was closer to the ATM. That's why you opted to take them to the police station instead of the drop-off location.
Yes.
Okay, and whose idea was it to go to the next ATM?
Because they say they can't pay me. So then I said to them, there is another ATM down the road here that is close by. Then they say, let's go there, so that we can give you your money.
Yeah. But now you had the money in your hand when you said to them, okay, guys, this is where the trip ends. You guys must get out and request another trip. No,
they didn't. They didn't even give me the money.
Oh, okay.
They didn't even give me the money. They were holding the money. Then they say they're gonna pay me when they get to what do you call it, to Danone.
Okay.
So when they see that I went to the police, then they took the money. Then they put it in one of my pocket of what do you call it, my cup holders.
Oh, okay.
Then they drop that money into my cup holders. If you see some of the pictures that I did send, there was money in one of my cup holders. So then they say to me, when we get by the police station, when I speak to the police officer, then the police officer says, my friend, I can't help you. So you have to compromise with these people and go drop them in Danone. Then I say, no, for me, I'm not going back to Danone. I'm not going to Danone. I'm working. I need to work. Their trip is done already. And I need them just to get out of my car, and I go and I keep on working. Then the police officer says he can't help me. Then I told the police officer, says, okay, look, when I'm leaving here, I'm going home. So when I come out from that police station, and I think, okay, let me maybe going to another police station that is close by, then maybe they can be able to help me, because the police officer that helped me was a white guy. So I say, okay, let me go to another police station. Maybe they might help me to take out these people from my car. So whilst I was driving, then we just passed Dolphin Beach. Then they say, then they start saying I'm kidnapping them and all of that. They're gonna send me on social media. Then the LGBTQ that was sitting in front, then he start taking photos of me. Then I hold his phone. I said, you're not allowed to take me photos. That's my privacy. You're not allowed to take me photos. So I was holding his phone. So whilst I was holding his phone, he was fighting. I said, I need your phone. I need to delete those pictures myself. So whilst he was fighting for his phone, then the other hand, then he started pulling the car whilst I'm driving. And the other ones that was on the middle row of the car, then they start hitting me from behind. Then I immediately stop the car, then get out of the car. So when I get out of the car, so all of them, then they jump, they have pressure to get out of the car. To get out of the car. Even they took out my rubber, the door rubber that circulates on the door. Then they jump out of the car, then they run to the back of the car. So for me, when I go around to the back of the car, so for me, when I go around to the back of the car, then I close my door. They leave my door open. Then I close my door. So when I close my door, then I hear when they were saying, let's stone this car. And also, even when I was leaving by the engine garage, going to the police station, they had also a similar incident again, and they even hit that guy's car. They even smashed that guy's car with stones. And it's, I think it was an Uber or Bolt driver or something like that. I hear them when they were talking. Then they were even the guy even opened a case against them. So when I hear when they were talking about let's hit his car, then in my mind it rings what they were saying before. Then I just jump into my car, then I drove off. Then I look for a safe place, then I park my car. Then that's when I managed to take all those photos for their alcohol that was in the car. Even my car still smelling alcohol inside. It's still wet inside.
Okay. So they then got out of the car there where you left them, and you said this was where?
This was in Marine Drive.
Marine Drive.
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of area is that?
In terms of
safety.
in South Africa, you can't